Warning. Spoilers ahead for Berserk Chapter 368. Griffith's ongoing invasion of Elfheim might have resulted in Casca's capture, all while unleashing a horde of hostile monsters on Guts, his friends, and the inhabitants of Skellig Island in the process, but Berserk is once more presenting this latest transgression as almost heroic. This isn't the first time in which Griffith, who is most assuredly a monster in more ways than one, has been portrayed as some sort of twisted hero rather than just a monstrous fiend. Despite his act of sacrificing his friends to demons and assaulting his dear comrade Casca, which forever positioned him as a villain, Griffith's latest depiction in Berserk has been presenting readers with the dilemma of whether the ends justify the means. In his capital of Falconia, Griffith has created a perfect utopia where not only humans and demons can live in harmony with endless bountiful harvests at their disposal, but where he's attempting to bring equity and fairness to those less fortunate, including orphans and refugees who are oftentimes ignored or discriminated against. As the story of Berserk continues after the death of the original mangaka Kentaro Miura, Chapter 368 by Gaga Studios is now restoring this dynamic through Skull Knight, who very characteristically appears in the last moment to help stave off an ongoing mass of monsters from killing everyone in Elfheim. Skull Knight reveals that a blinding light has pierced the land, causing passages to form in the earth that has allowed these creatures to manifest on the island. But, interestingly, Skull Knight makes sure to note that these monsters have been sustaining Elfheim and could therefore be perceived as the island's true lords. Since Griffith's invasion undoubtedly caused this blinding light to pierce Skellig in this way, it's not difficult to infer that Griffith's actions rightfully restored the island back to its original owners, who both belong and deserve to be there, as they are the reason why the island has been able to exist for so long. Of course, this interpretation is tainted by the horrific actions of these creatures as they strip the flesh from the victims who were unfortunate enough to come into contact with them. They are also associated with the demons of Griffith's eclipse, since many of them repeatedly utter the word sacrifice as they surround Guts like so many others have done before them. Regardless, this is their land, so Guts and his friends are essentially invaders. Of course, many skeptical critics could rightfully say that restoring the land to these monsters wasn't Griffith's main objective, as he was obviously there to capture Casca. While true, Griffith could have easily used the World Twin Tree's branches to transport his entire army there, as Chapter 367 alluded was very much the case. Instead, Griffith chose to take the moral high ground by liberating the lands back to their original owners, thus coming out as some sort of tainted heroic figure. Also, this interpretation fits his self-image as the savior of this new world. Griffith isn't just humanity's champion, he is striving to create a plane of existence where demons are able to live alongside humans in peace. Griffith doesn't believe they should be persecuted so long as they don't harm others. Of course, these creatures are undoubtedly doing just that to the inhabitants of Elfheim, but, again, they are affiliated with his enemy Guts, so they're fair game and merely the effects of war. Clearly, this chapter is Studio Gaga staying true to Kentaro Miura's vision of portraying Griffith's character so provocatively in a manga like Berserk, where, sometimes, things aren't always black and white.